I did my project on Laetiporus sulphureus. Common name is the Sulphur Shelf. It's also known by the culinary world as the chicken of the woods, which I'll get into later. The taxonomy, it's part of the kingdom fungi. The phylum Basidiomycota, which is typically a phylum consisting of wood decaying fungus or spirophytes. The class is Agricomycetes. The order is Polyparalis, which is an order classified by the pores and tube structures of the underside of the fungus, which allows for protection of the spores and an increase of the spore producing surface area, which has obvious benefits for the survivability of the species. The family is Polyparaceae. Its genus is Laetiporus, and the species is Sulphureus. This is the kingdom tree of the species. It's, as you can see here, it's part of a fungi, which is characterized by its by the fact that it's multicellular, has a nucleus, and has cell walls made of chitin. This is the phylum tree. As I stated earlier, it's Basidiomycota. You can also see by the phylum tree that the majority of the species the phylum is characterized by the fact that it's sexual. They only reproduce sexually. This is a subphylum tree. As you can see here, it's the sulphureus species differs from other members of its genus by the fact that it grows on angiosperms only. The fossil records, the Botryopteris antiquia is the oldest direct fossil record of the Basidiomycota phylum, and it dates back nearly 500 million years ago. Adaptations. The first adaptation we'll be looking at is the sulfur shelf's complex oxidative and hydrolytic enzymatic system, which is what makes the species such an effective wood decayer. It basically is what aids what the fungus uses in breaking down the cell walls of the plant cells, the cellulose in those cell walls into simple sugars such as glucose, which is able to then use for energy. The next adaptation is the uh, the sulfur shelf's phototropism abilities, which which is basically what directs the growth of the fungus upwards towards the tree as opposed to going down towards the ground. The third and last adaptation is the thigmomorphogenesis, which is negative feedback of the fungus, which basically when it feels the tree's stimuli and it's able to grow away from it. So that's what causes it to have a shelf-like hyphae, and it grows away from it, and it goes also towards the decayed areas of the tree as opposed to the living parts for decay, for degradation of it. The global distribution, the sulfur shelf is found in North America. Typically, it's commonly found east of the Rocky Mountains. Its habitat is on heartwood trees, angiosperms such as oak, but oak is the most common, but there are other such as cherry. Uh, the sulfur shelf, the hyphae are present year round, but the shells that you typically see from the species are only seen between from summer until fall. Of course, in warmer areas, you can see it until early winter. The food web, as you can see here, the sulfur shelf eats the decayed oak tree, but it's also eaten by some insects such as the gypsy moth, and the gypsy moth's moss is eaten by species of mice, which are eaten by small coyote and the red fox. The red fox also eats acorns from the oak tree, and then Homo sapiens, humans, in the Midwest, they hunt coyote and red foxes, typically for their furs, but also for meat. And it's in east of the Rockies. Sulphur Shelf are actually a common dish to be served. Some people eat. That's what gets nicknamed chicken of the woods. So it is edible. And the reason why it has this name specifically is because it's described by the culinary world as having a very meaty taste, meaty lemony taste, comparable to crab or lobster. And this is my bibliography, and that is the end.